everyone here on SpeedGaming 1 and welcome to another race in the Pokemon Crystal Full Item Randomizer Tournament. Today we have the match between BadNewsNate and Rafpo. In the first round of the brackets, Raf has won Group H with 2-0, went into group winner, or went into this match as the group winner. Nate finished second place in maybe one of the closest tiebreaker, three-way tiebreaker races we had, coming in only 4 seconds behind the winner in Group I and about 1 minute ahead of the third place. And both are off. Let's see what we are going to get for today. Commentating will be Carl and here, me. Yep. Let's see what we have. Antidote to start. Let's go into Saturday. And nighttime, we're staying on daytime. Okay. Our starter for primate. Okay. Ooh, Arcanine. We most likely take this if we don't find anything better. And yeah, Sunflower definitely not better. And Arcanine, decently strong, decently fast. Very good for a starter. We can run away from almost anything that we will encounter this early on. And there's a good chance that we can just run the Arcanine for a while, or even all the way to the end, depending on movesets and the end we are getting. I saw an extreme speed and maybe crosscut. So this Arcanine definitely easily usable, although maybe a bit low on attack speed. A mixer on Route 29. Both runners. 7 of you encounters on Route 29. Which is to be expected. Seems like Nate actually got with only 2. Grab already on to get the third, so slightly unlucky. Ooh, that's a Dragonite that's on Route 29. Maybe we will be seeing Ruff going back and looking for that. Already on Route 30. Encounter not very interesting for main concern. TME11. There's the first badge, Mineral badge. One badge in Johto that doesn't really allow us to use any HMs, so maybe the one you're not really happy to find early on. And we do see Ruff going back to Route 29 and look around a bit for a potential main. And there's a hit on the only level 2, probably not really looking at it. Hit on the very strong, or decently strong, but very frail. And Electrode, not what we're looking for. Oh, Arcanine also has Thunderbolt. And we have a Venusaur on the other side on Route 30. Not even looking at it. Venusaur, definitely decently statted Pokemon. Has just a few weaknesses. Ooh, Machamp. Level 4, male. Probably going to look at it. And Ruff staying a bit on Route 29, probably trying to get that Dragonite back. But no luck so far. Let's see. That was a mage champ if I ever seen one. Zap cannon, bubble beam. Probably not going to run this. Machamp, of course, very strong physical attacker. Its special attack is not that great though, and yeah, with an all special moveset, if I saw that right, not the greatest. There's a Dragonite, although female, so slightly unfortunate getting in a lower range of the attack DVs, but gets it first catch. Let's see, moveset. Sludge Dynamic Punch. Yeah, you can work with this for now. Dragonite, one of the 2 strongest physical attackers, or in the top 3 at least, I believe. So yeah, very usable. Takedown. Yeah, we can definitely work with this moveset. And there's an early Storm Badge. Ooh, that is nice. Storm Badge on Route 31. Nate is going into the Dark Cave, checking that item out of logic early. Getting the protein, so a nice stack of money lying around there. Definitely helpful for our first shopping spree here. Violet. There's the mineral badge for Ref, who now has made it up to Route 30. Yeah, I have to say that Dragonite is definitely, or can definitely be, the main that Ref runs to the end, depending on what additional moves we might get. And there's also a bit of hoping that there won't be any strong ice moves early on, because Dragonite is very allergic to them. So encountering any of those probably make Ref's life a bit harder here. Night buying some escape ropes, some repels. We'll probably head now to the escape rope chamber first, before doing Sprout Tower or the gym, as expected. 4 more quick item checks in here. And depending on what we will get in here, we might have other options than to do Sprout Tower. And there is Fly! Ooh, whoa, whoa. Now this is interesting. We do have sub 8 minutes Fly on Nate's side. So in combination with that Store Badge, does prevent disobedience up to level 70, if I recall that correctly. There's some decent options we can go for in terms of mains, because trade mains or running Kenya as a main for those boosted XP are definitely an option we have. And we do have the card key in Sprout Tower too. Probably not as happy to find that this early. We do have 2 badges already, and once we have 7, the radio tower rockets are in logic, which are of course a few fights around level 30, so not the easiest very early on. And looks like Raph is going for about the same strategy, is also going to the escape rope chamber first, will be finding Fly. Sky attack for the Dragonite. Not the best move as a 2-turn move setup, and I think it can miss. Not sure. Very strong though, but only 5 PP, so not the attack to rely on for the most part. But as a strong stab flying type move, can definitely do some work. As long as we don't have any other moves. Yep, and snow. Ref also over to the Sparrow Tower. Nothing too bad in there so far. Arcanine doing well with Cross Chop, Thunderbolt, and Extreme Speed for now. Not too much of a struggle. Arcanine is very decent physical attack and also good special, so very balanced in that. Slightly higher attack stats, but yeah. Is a solid choice. Nate with an unlucky encounter on top floor of the Sparrow Tower. And Surf too! Oh boy. Yeah, immediately teaching that to Arcanine. I'm curious if Ruff will teach Surf 2 to Dragonite. Does have Dragonite's special attack in... Or don't know off the top of my head, but I don't think it was too bad, and Surf is a very, very strong attack. Water type, very nice coverage. Oh, the jump left though with Rock Slide is a bit annoying for the Arcanine. And yeah, Rock Slide can be a bit annoying for Dragonite too, but Jumpluff not the strongest Pokemon. So could have been worse. But yeah, Nate's not really having great luck with the Arcanine's fight. I think ran out of Extreme Speed PP. Not sure. It gets through. That's the important part. Let's see what we get for finishing Sprout Tower. Just a Never Melt Ice. Not useful right now. Yeah. Dragonite having 100 special attack. Yeah, definitely an option to teach Surf. The moveset currently not the greatest. And Surf definitely would be decent help. But we'll see. Problem with Surf is you can't unlearn it since it's in HM. Or you can't unlearn it yourself. You have to go to Blackthorn to let an NPC forget the attack. Okay, there's the Jumpluff. Dragonite does have Sky Attack. Oh, but gets flinched by the Rock Slide. Ew. And now using Sludge. Yep, what I expected. Dragonite also now a bit struggling. The Rock Slide's flinch definitely was unlucky. And again, oh. Gets through the Jumpluff. Meanwhile, Nate has finished Faulkner, and I did not really see anything impressive out of the items. Oh, I didn't really catch that Rev also taught Fly already to Dragonite. Yeah, so maybe does not really want to teach Surf at this point. Teaching 2 HMs to your potential main is always a bit, yeah. Not having that flexibility, and Fly, although stab, and definitely a good choice for Dragonite as an attack. Not the best move. So yeah. But Nate has it made to Route 32 already to the Pokemon Center. Getting a bit of more money in form of calcium. Old Clefairy with Ice Beam, and oh, Ruff does miss the Dynamic Punch twice, I believe. Yeah, that's Dynamic Punch 150 base attack, but only 50% accuracy, so it's really hit or miss, and is out of Dynamic Punches. Oh, and gets gotten by the Ice Beam again. Oh, this is unfortunate for Rav. Having some troubles here in the Faulkner's Gym. And it's level 9. Ew. Has gotten through with the Arcanine Extreme Speed though, and Nate biking straight past Azalea, and I don't think wanted to escape rope there. This should have been a repel. That can happen, always a bit annoying when it does. But yeah, will be interesting to see. Maybe Nate is going ahead, rushing the Goldenrod, and might be interested in seeing what the Kenya is, because we do have Storm Badge. Do have a Fly to turn that in quite very quickly. Fog Badge too. Oh my. Fog Badge here in Ilex Forest. We do have some decent mobility already. Although we do not have really access to much of Johto or Kanto right now. Or no access to Kanto and not much access to Johto. Checking the item before Soft Sand Girls. Just a full heal, not taking it. Yes. Rav has finished up Faulkner. And yeah, nothing worthwhile there, but we did have to do this one arena fight to progress throughout 32, as we do not have a squirt bottle yet, so yep, no way around that. KTM's not too great. We did have return in there, I believe. So potentially late in the seed could be a very strong attack. Definitely nothing that we are using now though. So, question in chat about Sweet Sand not being there, and if Nate didn't pick up the sweet sand item, so yeah, not too sure what happened there. I think he talked to the sweet sand girl, but you have to actually get the item to be for the TM to be in the mart, and apparently Nate didn't really realize. Not too bad. It's not like really that he needs to get the sweet sand TM. Could definitely be helpful if you get them fast. Kanto access to switch to an Kanto main, but he got the item chicken. Ooh, we do have an Ghastly as Kenya. This might be at least something you can think about. You do have to somehow get that Ghastly into a Haunter, which is not that easy, actually, or currently. We do not have that many low-level fights around. And Ghastly is quite frail, although very strong special attacker already with 100 base special attack and 80 base speed, so definitely doable. And you are fine running a Haunter for a while. It will eventually turn into a Gengar. This being, or since the Rando is based on speed choice ROM, which does allow trait evolutions to happen through level increase. But yeah, both runners having Fly are skipping most of Azalea, straight rushing for Golden Rod. And Nate does fly back to check out the items at Tojo Falls. Full restore, that was the hidden item there at the end of Ilex Forest. Definitely nice find for Ruff. And then Aerodactyl, only level 15, so not really something you want to main switch to at this point. Arcanine already on level 13. There's a Gengar, level 21. This might be consideration. Meanwhile, Raph found a Haunter. Level 20. Over on Route... what is it? Pre-Golden Rod? Near the Softs and Girls? Me and numbers. Oh, and the hidden Slowpoke tail as well. That Raph finds. Some nice more money. Oh, Nate, a bit unlucky though that Gengar really does not want to stay in the ball. And Raph immediately is switching to the Haunter, teaching it Surf. Meanwhile, the Gengar that Nate found not really able to interact with Kenya apparently, or with the Ghastly. Having Mega Kick, so not the best move for starters. I mean, we do have Surf already, so this Gengar will already be usable, and that is a pass over a Tojo Falls. Or on the Route 26, not inside, but the outside item. And yeah, maybe Nate is exactly using that pass straight heading to Kanto and maybe looking for a Kanto main. We can go surfing in Vermilion Harbor, or Vermilion itself, to get up to level 39 Pokemon already. And I think that is what Nate is most likely being interested in. Does do a quick checks here in Kanto first though. Route 5, probably. that's a plain badge on the Route 5 item check. Going to the fighting dojo, probably doing most of Saffron, aside from Sabrina. Meanwhile, Rev is checking out the bike shop. I think we saw this from Nate. Not sure though. Rev also going into Radio Tower, checking out the radio card quiz and going to Buena. And we have cut on the radio card quiz. And a full restore on Buena. That's definitely something you want to keep. So here now Nate's problem did not get sweet sense, so does have to find Pokemons manually in Buena. But Quilava at 33 is good or decent start. Pretty low level, I think, which you could have gotten. And Nate has only one Ultra Ball left, but is catching it. Will be running a Typhlosion for the immediate future. At Earthquake, okay. Now doing the Pokemon Fan Club check. The president. To get the Sweet Scent TM. Oh, that's... right when Nate doesn't really need it anymore. Take Kenya. Is skipping with me for now. Sees that the Kenya is a Ghastly and checks the moveset. Maybe thinking about switching off the Haunter, which was caught, so it does not get boosted XP. It does not really seem incentivized to do much of it yet. Now going to turn in it Kenya. For a burn heal. Going to do the surf checks in Vermilion, I'd say Violet. Nothing so far. It's doing the checks in the national park. Oh, nothing in Violet. So Nate is now back to Azalea. Going to do Union Cave basement first. Okay. Sure, why not? 2 more checks you can do in here. And Rav is back, or is also going to Tojo Falls, will be finding that pass very soon. So I believe we will see another attempt at going to Kanto and get a Kanto main. Mystic Water, probably not worth keeping in Union Basement. And second check also not useful. And now going to do the Slowpoke well. There's the pass for Rev. And immediately heading over to Kanto. Oh, we do have found a Thunder TM somewhere for Nate. So Surf, Thunder, and the Quilava? Yep, definitely something to work with. Thunder, of course. Very strong, but a bit inaccurate. Also going to find that plane badge. Yep. Let's see what Rev is going to get for potential mains here in Kanto. Item in scope well was TM35. And Rev apparently interested in getting that charcoal. Get a bit more money is tossing a pink bow. Yep. We did not make that one shopping trip for repels, so we do want some money still. Buy a few more super or max repels, depending what we want to do. Get still 11 fly point, and then is flying back to Goldenrod, probably to grab Sweet Scent. Oh no, grabbing some balls. No, escape ropes, okay, and normal repels. Okay, Kurt does give us a revive. And now buying Sweet Scent here. Bit unfortunate for Rev, as we know there will be Sweet Scent here being on the Pokemon fan club director. But there's no way to know that. Also doing the plane badge check and gets the expansion card. One of the three parts from the Poke or one of the three parts we need to wake up the Snorlax. We will need that at some point eventually. Yeah, Rev hesitating, going for the main first or checking the item, and will get the Sweet Scent TM before going for the... going to get the main. Yeah, this is a slight feels bad moment. You made that extra trip to grab and to buy a Sweet Scent TM and immediately get it from the next check. Let's see what Rev does get for main options. Does find a Rapidash, level 36. With Rain Dance, so almost died to that Surf crit from Haunter. Nate, meanwhile, did Bugsy and just got an old rod out of it. Also sees the Quilava, gets a level 34 option for Quilava, so one level higher than Nate did. And a male, so slightly higher attack DV, potentially. And catches it. Meanwhile, Nate going for the Farfetch quest, and Rev apparently happy enough with the Quilava, not going further into the harbor for potentially looking a different main, a bit stronger. Typhlosion is definitely decent, but does not really want the Quilava, apparently going with the Rapidash. Or did I just... Nope, still has, okay, my bad. And is going with the Quilava, makes sense. There's Hive Badge on the charcoal check. So between our runners, we have the ability to cut. Just neither has found both parts yet. Although Nate might be finding cut very soon. Is now want to go do the bike shop check. Then we'll go to the radio tower. Most likely, as Rev did pick up the leftovers just now in Celadon, is going to check out Celadon Mart. Looking at what TMs we have there today. Let's see. Try attack, barrier, and I missed you once before that. Teaching try attack to the Quilava for now. Yeah. Typhlosion, while having a higher special attack, still does have a decent attack, and we do not have strength yet, or did not find a headbutt TM or such, and just having try attack as a physical move for now is definitely nice to help out the moveset for the Quilava. Oh, and we're using rare candies to get the Quilava to evolve a bit quicker, getting it up to level 36. So, has now the Typhlosion. Meanwhile, Nate does tackle Whitney. Now we're flying up to Celadon. I think that was a mistake. Yeah. Yeah. Cerulean, not Celadon. But is now flying over to Cherry Grove, checking the main on the island to get TM29. We're now going to do the surf checks, what we already saw from Nate. So yeah, both runners still pretty close together. Rev behind did struggle a bit in the early game to find the Dragonite on Route 29, which only Rev saw. But it took a while to get that, and then there was an Ice Beam Clefairy in Faulkner's Gym as the level 9, which did do some troubles, or did cause Rev have some troubles. And Whitney is required today. Did see the Soul Badge on there for Nate. But yeah. Since we got early fly, very early fly, Nate had it or at 7 minutes and 30, both parts. As Nate also picks up the expansion card. Yeah, both pretty much 30 did the early game as far as they needed, then skipped Azalea, headed pretty much straight to Goldenrod. Nate very early went to Total Force, got the pass, immediately went to Kanto, skipped a few checks that Raph did take us on the side as the first time. And now they did trade a bit back and forth what the other one already did. But Nate still having that slight lead that he could make out with a cleaner early game. Does check the TM05 check on Route 32, just gets nothing worthwhile out of it. And is now probably going over to Lavender. Going to the Route 12 checks, we can do all of them. And we do not have really that much more options at the moment. Still no SS ticket, no squirt bottle, so Northern Johto not available. Still missing radio card and Poke Gear, so no West Kanto. No waterfall, so no way to be able to get to Victory Road. And still at least one badge missing for Nate, so Radio Tower comes into logic. But wait, there's a Boulder badge, so 7 badges acquired. We do have card key, and Nate probably flying to Goldenrod here is wanting to do that. There's the call. Immediately heading over to the Radio Tower. We do have that Quilava still at Nate, I believe. Did not evolve yet. But yeah, level 34. Should be decent enough to get through here. Meanwhile, Raph is tackling Bugsy. Unfortunate for Nate, gets hit by Dragon Breath and then Override doing self-destruct but surviving that. Oh, that paralyzed from the Dragon Breath. Stopping the Quilava in its tracks. And it does not really have a good move for the execute, so a bit struggling here. Oh, and the Zap Cannon hit there, so paralyzed again. Ugh. Not really feeling great for Nate. And Quilla up to level 35, so still not evolving. And moving on. Not taking a PC heal again, making do with the inventory for now. But does not have really in paralyze heal anymore. One more full restore, but you do not really want to burn that. So Nate going back down, going for one more PC heal. Might actually be worth for Nate to think about maybe using one rare candy here still to just get that evolution. Because yes, you have a bit of level advantage on the Quilava here, but instead are not the greatest, and Nate is doing exactly that, going for the Typhlosion now. Just to have those better stats. To not struggle as much in here. Also deciding to teach Headbutt that we found somewhere over Vice Grip. Definitely a slight improvement. Oh, and Ref going to go do Soft Sand Girls. Interesting. Hitting a magnitude 9 on the Typhlosion does do some decent damage. So yeah, this early Radio Tower definitely not the nicest thing here for Nate. Deciding to use Earthquake on Mr. Mime. Does still live that one. But yeah, at least one fight that was comparatively nice on this floor. Ooh, that Executor on the last Soft Sand Girl. Having Hydro Pump, but it gets... Raph did get the freeze for the Tri Attack. Nice revenge for that Hydro Pump. Soft Sand Girls just handing out TM19, so not really that worthwhile for us. Did get another level on the Typhlosion, but that's not really what you were doing this for. So, Nate has made it up to the level 36. It has a 37 Typhlosion. As Raph is doing the far-fetched quest. The Snorlax, ooh, has Nightshade, so it does 36 damage with that. Ah, but using Headbutt, I think Nate got a flinch in. Oh, and stab Stomp on its Snorlax, ooh. Oh, this Snorlax somewhat survives, but I think wanted to use Skull Bash there? So luckily for Nate gets through. There's the Hive Badge for Raph. I'm going to check out the Route 32 item behind cuts, and Nate tries to go for Thunder on Hitmonchan, misses, and Typhlosion takes a feint. Has revives though. I think Nate is somewhat out of healing items, so kinda wanted to use that revive as a heal. So took the chance there. Oh, we apparently did have a Shadow Ball TM, I think. Was that TM 19? Oh, and unlucky for Nate, gets hit by smoke from Entei and gets poisoned. So, yeah, it's going to use up that full restore before the last fight here up on the radio tower. And Raph now on Route 12 will be eventually getting to that boulder badge. Did I miss Raph doing Whitney? Was Raph going? Nope, didn't get a call yet, so hasn't done Whitney and is going to do Whitney right now. So we'll be getting that soul badge soon. Then also join Nate in the radio tower, which Nate has finished. Gets 20 TM 24 for it. And a revive. And a master ball. And a squirt bottle. Now we have options. And looks like Nate is skipping False Director here. Definitely not the easiest fight to do right now for Nate, and he is somewhat out of healing items, so... Yeah, I can see doing that skip, but this could be potentially... yeah. This could spell trouble for Nate potentially, if Raf decides to do False Director and there's something required on it. Because Nate is most likely not going to return there for a while. Or starts this Voodoo fight, talks to the Rock Smash guys, probably going back to buy Rock Smash. Yes, Raf, this does get the call, can now head over straight to the radio tower, and is doing just that. We'll see. Raf did get an Kulava that was level higher and did evolve it earlier. Also did the Soft Sand girls in addition, so all should be about 2 levels higher than Nate was here. Let's see if Raf does struggle a bit less. Definitely gets that 1-hit KO on the Overnight, that helps. And yeah, that's a 2 shots on Tri-Attacks or Shadow Ball on the Execute, so definitely made up some time there in comparison. Nate did buy a Rock Splash, did a bit additional shopping on the side, and now is heading to Acrotique. Gets a bit of money back. Let's see what Nate is going to do from here. Skipping the rest of Acrotique, heading straight towards Mount Mortar, or at least Route 42. I mean, we do have Fly, we can return at any point. So, definitely understandable that Nate is not really interested in doing these slow checks in Acrotique right now. We do have a decently strong Typhlosion already. There's no urgent need to go and try for a Roma maybe. Instead we have quite a few checks open to us to do. There's a Zephyr badge in the surf checks of Mount Mortar. In itself does open up another check on Route 32. We did not find Flash yet, so we cannot use it to open the Flash chamber. That were the surf checks, TM23 to finish them. Not much more we can do in Mount Mortar just now. The 2 items on the ladder, but not more. We do not have strength, we do not have waterfall, and even if we did have waterfall, we do not have a rising badge yet. Max potion behind the right ladder. Going over to the left one. To find another max potion. Some nice healing that Nate definitely was needing a bit earlier, but he was doing some shopping since then, so not the most needed finds for Nate right now. Continuing onwards to Route 43. Meanwhile, Snorlax fight on rough side and definitely got through there a bit smoother. I have to say though that level 36 Snorlax there, definitely one of the worst Pokemon you could get there as an enemy. Lake of Raid cut checks for Nate, first one not required. Item Finder is the second one. At least something to mark on your tracker if you want to. And a protein to finish, so more money. Also TM10 is apparently Razor one, so if we find that, we do not really need to have hopes. And going to check out the shiny, which is the Geodude today. We get a full heal out of it. And so Nate is most likely going to do the rocket hideout. Yep. Has just so much items and we do not have much else we can do at the moment. We could go over to the lighthouse. We could finish up the rest of Kanto that we have access to, but there are no quick checks left, or not many quick checks. At least not in Logic. So yeah. Meanwhile, Rev has finished a radio tower, so we'll be getting to that squirt bottle soon, and then we will see if Rev maybe decides to go for the false director. Rev definitely did struggle less in the radio tower here, so might be more inclined to do it, and yes, we will get to see if false director has something. Or we will at least to see an attempt. I think with the level 39 Typhlosion, there should be not too much trouble here. Oh, 41 already. Does set up a next attack. So far the false director with a Bulbasaur and the male Nidoran. And a Weeping Bell, so nothing really fearsome yet. Ghastly. Can hit him with Shadow Ball, feels really nice. Chikorita. And a Scyther to finish it out. Until then it was really tame. False director, so if Nate went for the Nate probably wouldn't have struggled much. And that's a good rod, so nope on the false director. Definitely a nice time save there by Nate. There's a red scale in the rocket hideout. But first floor. Ref now turning in the canyon. And now going to wake up the... or doing this to the Bullfight. Talk to the Rock Smash guy. And then is probably heading over to Acrotique after that. Maybe buying Rock Smash first. Nope. Heading straight to Acrotique first. Gets the fly point and is now trying to go for Rock Smash and... Yep, misinputted. Went to Azalea. Meanwhile, Nate finds another full restore. And new return item for Ref. Just an Ultra Ball. Not sure if we saw that from Nate already. Most likely we did. But yeah. Wasn't something. TMO4 and a Max Revive here in Rocket Hideout. Ref is back in Acrotique. Also does that item finder check. He's going to do a bit of shopping in Mart as we find another Max Potion in Rocket Hideout. Let's see what Ref is going to do. Also heading straight to Mount Mortar. Going to do the ladder checks first. So we'll be getting 2 max potions here. And now I'm going to do the serve checks. Meanwhile, Nate has made it all the way to the Farfetch'd, gets the last password here, and is on the way back. There's the Zephyr badge for Ref. And now Rev on the way to Lake of Rage as made it all the way to the electrodes. We get a Mischievous. Snubble. And that sounds like a Krabby? No, that's a Kingler, okay. Yeah, I'm not too good with cries. I can get a general direction of a Pokemon, but sometimes the specifics elude me. Lance item and not required. But, well, that was a very empty Rocket Hideout, considering that we do not have so many more options right now. We do have a few. So there might be some opening, something opening up soon. But yeah, this really was a very disappointing Rocket Hideout thus far. The slight asterisk, we do have that red scale that can turn into a required item, and we do still have price and the TM36 check that we can do. But yeah, Raph is also going to Rocket Hideout. No big surprise here. Price has an elixir and TM06, so not required. And nope, that Rocket Hideout section could have been skipped completely. Like, in its entirety. What? Still, one asterisk. Red scale check. Nate is doing that one right now. Although, that asterisk also means that red scale was very early on. And that's an HM07, so we will put a hold on that for now. Might be required later, but we can't do anything with it just yet, as we do not have Rising Badge. There's a Rainbow Badge on the Miracle Seed gift though. Yeah, and Nate going back to Acrotique. Let's see if he does do something in here or is just using it as a way to get over to Olivine, and looks like we at least get the Rock Smash item to see. And getting a bit short by the NPC there. Yeah, you have to teach Rock Smash first, Nate. That item was not needed, and Nate's really not getting lucky with the NPC movement there. There's the red scale for Rev. We know Rev could just turn around and leave and would not miss anything here. But at this moment in the race, with how the seed has been so far and with the options you have, there's no way that you can really make that call. Those 3 Roma cries I all heard already somewhere, so I kinda remember them, but I cannot pinpoint any of it. Maybe the Raikou was a Weeping Bell? Not sure. It's not like we have real interest in any of the Romas that are not specifically Mewtwo, or maybe Ho-Oh or Zapdos or something like that. Oh, Nate is tagging Morty. Or at least Morty's gym. Just gotten past that first trainer in there. Oh, another feels bad moment. Missing the Thunder Porygon 2, which retaliates with Thunder Punch and paralyzes. Really annoying for Nate. Did buy some full heals though, so not too big of a problem. Nate has made it all the way to Morty. Let's see what's happening here. Meanwhile, Rev has it made almost to the electrodes. Oh, missing a Thunder again and 2 times in a row over Nate. Not really having luck right now. That's yeah, I can feel him wincing from here. And Morty was a complete and absolute scam. Not required whatsoever. Important part here though, I believe Nate skipped Kimono Gods, and yeah. runs headfirst into that spinner here. Yeah. Yeah, this route 80? 28? I don't know. 38? Route 38 movement can sometimes be a bit annoying depending on what you want to do. Nate is going for that cutscene skip. Here in Olivine with Fly. Just flying over that rival encounter and gets TM 18 on strength. And Goodrod is TM 8 Rock Smash. Nate's probably going to buy some super repels now. Maybe a few hyper potions. Setting super potions, we won't really need those anymore. 21 super potions, 41 super repels. Nate, I believe, has that amulet coin on Typhlosion, so has plenty of money to work with. Some menu ordering, and there's no tackling the lighthouse. No secret potions, so if Jasmine is required, we most likely have to return at some point. Unless we find that secret potion here in the lighthouse itself. Ezreal has finished up Price and gets the notice that most of Rocket Hideout really was completely unnecessary. And Rev going to Route 44. These are checks that we have not seen yet from Nate, and we start off with a Cascade badge. The rest on Route 44, not noteworthy. Heading into Ice Path. 2 more checks you can do in here without strength. As Nate has made his way halfway up the lighthouse. Okay, Waterfall check is just a poison cure berry. Don't need that. Nate does take Psybeam here. Overhead butt. First item in Lighthouse, a full heal, and that's a revival herb in Ice Path. To finish it off. TM 5 in the Lighthouse 2. Max Revive. 2 more items in here. And Rev apparently looking for a bit of sequence breaking here, attempting the rock tunnel. Although sequence breaking, yes and no, as we do have cuts, we do have access to Cerulean. So we do have logical access to the power plant. And yes, you can also take the rock tunnel, which has 5 additional items, so that's the way Raph is going about it, and finds the earth badge for it. Also rare candy. And lighthouse is empty. Oh, that's a machine part. That's a very nice find when you're somehow on your way to power plant. And Nate is doing the surfing over to Cyanwood. We'll be getting that one item check in the pharmacy. And that's just TM20. So our progression apparently lies somewhere in Kanto or on Kimono Gods, which I believe we did not see from either runner. There's the Cascade badge for Nate. Meanwhile, Raph is going to turn in that machine part. Gets the max potion out of it. So let's see what Raph is doing now. App to Lavenia. Going to do that expansion card check. Out of logic currently. And just an ether. And now back to Vermilion, doing that lost item check. Gets a rare candy out of it, so not the worst. Let's see if Raph is going to do a search. Nope, does not look like it. Instead, probably going towards Lighthouse, maybe Morty? Yeah, this might be Morty. We at least get to see the Rock Smash item again. Or Rock Smash item. Oh! Apparently Raph deciding against doing that for now, and instead heading over to Olivine. Well, Nate, meanwhile, says time for Janine in Route 15. Raph taken Psybeam over Shadow Ball. Raph not going for the cutscene skip. We'll be getting some normal swimmers on Route 40. Meanwhile, Nate did have those rival swimmers. Teaching Icy Wind over Psybeam now for Nate, for coverage. And we're now doing some chopping, grabbing a few hyper potions, a few super repels, or more like 41. Most likely, yep, doing the lighthouse. Does make sense. We know there won't be anything in there. Which means this is some chance for Nate to consolidate his lead again. Although technically Nate is currently an Earth badge behind in terms of progression. Oh, we do have the lost item on Janine. So, Route 15 has an escape rope. Oh, that was flyable to Celadon? So, maybe... Okay, Nate going shopping. This might be an inkling that Nate is going to tackle some Kanto leaders soon. Checking the TMs, sees try attack, but nothing else great. And is going for some X items. Some specials, some speed, some defense, an accuracy, or some accuracy, 2 accuracies, 2 guard specs, and buying some calcium. Getting that special up on type Typhlosion. And yep, there's probably an Erika check here from Nate. Do not have really much more options at this point, so I can definitely see this happening. Your other options are Sabrina, Surge, and a Nakadach Mace. Including Misty, Power Plant is in logic, going there with Cut. And Raph flies back to Acrotique. Are we going to see some roamers again here on Raph's side, or yeah, maybe a Pokemon can break this. The second run of this race that kind of forgot to teach Rock Smash before checking this item. But yeah, Raph will fight Rival 3 here. Does get us one more chance to take a listen for Romas. Meanwhile, Nate on the Erika fight. Yeah, so after reading some guesses from the chat, I'm quite confident in that Entei could be in Dark Trio. Still not sure on the other two though. And Erika definitely was not required. Bit unfortunate for Nate, got this Thunder disabled on the Dugong, which then got healed and gets through. Yeah. And Nate now turning in that lost item. Meanwhile, Raph doing the basement checks in Union, as we see that the lost item is also not required. Okay. Apparently we do now have some experts in there that can identify Pokemon cries. I definitely can't. But it does not look like we had too great of options to turn to Romas. As Ruff already did turn a Rapidash for the Kulava. Or did turn down the Rapidash. And we do not have access to the Gyarados. Another Thunder miss on Nate's side. Oh, this is just painful at this point. Does get the hit though, paralyzed, and the paralyzed on that Kangaskhan hits, or activates. So, slight luck there, no? But yeah, Nate is... or Raph is going to tackle the Nugget Hedgemaze. So, Sabrina has strength. So, that fight is most likely required, as it is some very, very good progression for now. I mean, technically it could still not be required, but the probability for that is, well, practically non-existent. But yeah, Nate now heading straight over to Ice Path. Ice Path does make sense. Just do the quick checks. Nate's just messing up the movement at the end slightly there on the ice path. Looked very clean, and that is a Pokegear, so yep. Already the first check passed strength, and strength is absolutely 100% required. Second check after strength is Thunder Badge, so 200% absolutely required. And the third item is at least something on the tracker, being the coin case. So for gambling addicts, absolutely 300% required. But then just the next accuracy. So Ice Path not holding up what it started with post strength. No, TM13 though. And Flash to finish it off. HM05. And straight over to Dark Cave, which now with Flash is in logic. And teaching Flash the ultimate champ on Nate's side, using it. Inside Dark Cave, we do have a charcoal. On the Blackthorn side, a heal powder. And yeah, one more item check as Ref has made it all the way to the end on the Nugget Bridge and on Nugget Hedge Maze and did not get anything out of it. Nate here missing the chance. Oh! Whoa! Well, that was a rainbow wing over on the Nugget Hedge Maze behind the cut check. Meanwhile, there's Whirlpool on Route 45. And going inside Dark Cave from this entrance. Okay. Yeah, definitely something you can do. Good thing Nave didn't forget it. Behind Rock Smash in Dark Cave we have TM30. Paralyze Seal. And TM44, so not really worthwhile. And Route 46 has a Great Wall. Yeah, so some progress was made. Nate now going back for the Waterstone Chamber, and the Flash Chamber will do Slowpoke well before that. I kinda missed what Misty had, but it wasn't a badge. It also wasn't a radio card. So yeah, what does Nate still need? 5 badges and the radio card, so 6 things. Raph is heading over to Sabrina. We'll be getting strength here soon. And Nate on the way to Waterstone and Flash Chamber. That is an SS ticket, a blue card. The full restore alongside something that is not useful. So yeah, first chamber kinda was a bust. There's strength 4 Raph. And Flash Chamber has the Pokédex. Ew. And 3 not necessary items, and Pokédex immediately messing with Nate. Does take the elixir though. Oh, and Rev immediately heading for Slowpoke well, not even going to Ice Path. As Nate is now going to do the Rock Tunnel, so we'll find Earth Badge, we'll find the machine part, and for Nate that's absolutely in logic. So we are most likely going to see all the way to the power plant, then go check the expansion card check and the lost item check. There's the Earth Badge. Gets a rare candy. And the machine part. Ooh, close for Rev. Almost escape roped out. Here close to the end of the Union. There's DSS ticket for Rev. And is now doing the Zebra badge check, so we'll find that rainbow badge. Oh, and now Rev is finally going to take on... Oh, no, wait, strength check. Right. Strength check in Burnt Tower. For another rare candy. And Nate going to do search? Nope, lost item check. Right. Rare candy. Now doing search? Maybe? No. Mahogany. Mahogany. Ah, going for mortal strength checks. Right. As Rev also just did from Equity Guard side. So both runners converging on the same checks right now. For the Rising badge. Ooh. Now that's advantage Nate, as Nate has Waterfall already. Can immediately go do check the other remaining items here in Mount Order. Yep. Rev gets the 4 here, has to rope out and fly away. And is now going to do Ice Path. Meanwhile, Nate immediately cashing in on that waterfall. Oh. That was an escape rope that should have been repelled for Nate. Thing that Rev barely avoided. In Union. But yeah, let's see. 9 more checks in here for Nate. Let's see if Waterfall is required. First one is a nope. Oh, very, very nice strength puzzle here from Rev. Gets the poke here. That's a silver wing though. In Mount Mortar. We do not have Glacier badge, so no access to the 60 right now. Max Elixir for Nate. Finally finds that second bicycle, so now has double the bikes to ride. And there's the radio card. So waterfall absolutely required. And thus, rocket hideout. Also gets a volcano badge. And is only missing 2 badges now, and Glacier and Marsh badge. Interesting, going to do the Rising badge check. I mean, it's a pretty quick one. And now probably going to wake up the Snorlax and head over to West Kanto. Lots of stuff we can do there. Jolteon. Might be an interesting backup catch you can do here. And Nate says, yep. Have a Master Ball. Jolteon can be a potential backup for anything that... It has Ice Beam, Bubble Beam, and oh, that apparently is enough for Nate to say, well, let's just switch to that. And then sees that he does not have Thunder move. So says, okay, no, switch back. Yeah, he taught his Thunder to Typhlosion and hasn't found another one. So we're done with Route 45. Back to Salad. Yeah. Apparently going to do shopping. And then maybe Erika. Nate gets the Viridian Fly Point. Now heading back up to Pewter. Again, Nate not really having luck with NPC movement, getting patrolled by the old man, Pewter. Does skip out on Brock for now, goes to Viridian. SRF is heading over to Janine, so we'll be getting that lost item. Checking his TMs again, nothing too great that immediately hits the eye. Shadow Ball unfortunately a physical TM, and Nate has special attacking mains. Still, that Jolteon with Ice Beam is a nice backup in case Strat leads them in Dragonite, for example. As long as it can get off a hit. And Victory Road seemingly empty. Meanwhile, Ruff did not go for Erika. apparently also didn't go for Janine just now, instead heading for Flash Chamber first. And Nate is still switching to the Jolteon. Now we did find a Fire Punch TM though, that is workable with. Although Fire Punch and Ice Beam kinda do have similar coverage, so not the greatest. Really missing that Thunder move. Or that Electric type move. And Ref gets the Pokedex. Also immediately gets messed with the menuing. Yeah, it's always funny and painful at the same time to see how Pokedex just messes with the runners. And it's going from Route 26 all the way down towards Route 27 to do absolutely nothing because we still don't have Blazer Badge. And realizing this, Nate just says, okay, let's do Cyanwood. Go for a chug. There's the lost item for Raph. And does put strength on the Jolteon. Well, Nate does put strength on Jolteon. And Raph is turning in the lost item from Celadon. To find out that it is not required. And back to Fuchsia to go for Route 15. And looks like we have Ref going for Claire. Oh, with Glacier Badge still out there somewhere, that is an interesting call. These are some very slow checks, and in Dragon's Den, Ref can at the moment only gain 2 out of the 5 items. Even if he has found Whirlpool yet. We do not have access to. So Ref, maybe with the thought, okay, the ROM didn't really go that well, I did not really make the good decisions, I'm probably a bit behind here, and that would be a correct call if so. Going for some kind of gamble here to maybe get something that Nate is probably doing very late. Nate does check the hidden item in Cerulean Gem. And is now going for the Nugget Hedge Maze, so we'll get to the rainbowing here. Nate making short work of the Nugget Hedge Maze, as Raph has made it all the way over to Claire. So just this one more fight and then one additional Pokemon. And then Raph has 2 more item checks here. Setting up some X attacks, okay. Still not getting that single hit on Typhlosion, on Meganium. Nope, not want future sight for Jolteon. Does not help anything at all. And yeah. Raph on the last fight before the items in Dragon's Den. Nate on the last fight before the items on Nugget Hedge Maze. So Nate gets to the Rainbow Wing. Raph found a berry. And a Super Rod. So Claire did not pay off, and it looks worse and worse for Raph. And going for Erika now. And for those people that might say, yeah, maybe Raph now needs an E4 play. As it stands currently, that's not even an option for Raph, because that would require Waterfall or Radio Card, and Radio Card is Waterfall locked. So, nope. Not happening anytime soon. Ooh. Nate gets hit with an attract from the polywall, but gets through, being higher on strength, and gets the Mystify done. And Nate apparently going for Surge. I believe we did not see Surge yet from either runner, so this would be a new check. Ooh, Omenite could still have self-destruct. Want to take it out in one hit. Oh, this mystery is being annoying. But gets the freeze on it. Rev done with Erika, and Surge was not required. Meanwhile, Rev now going to get scammed by Morty. And I still want to say, we didn't see Kimono Girls, if I remember that correctly, from either one. Oh boy. Oh, Nate going to talk to Blue, then going for Blaine. Let's see what Blaine has to offer. Nate can get a bit of revenge on Dunsparce for sending on slightly weird from. I mean, it's not really that bad, considering that we are just got past the 2 hour mark and are just looking for 2 more items that Nate is almost out of locations to check. I mean, remember, Nate had both parts of Fly at 7 minutes 30. So that one was fast, but yeah, Nate's problem here has no water coverage and Jolteon goes down again. Golurk has Bone Rush? Yeah. And also has used Minimize, so Thunder, of course, is missing. Oh, this is... yeah. And I think 3 or 4 Earthquake misses in a row. Ice Beam hits, at least. One more should be enough. Gets through the gold duck. Ew. But there's just one more Pokemon to fight, but that Kabuto should be not much as much of a problem. Has E-Speed though. Gets through there. And play not required. I mean, some nice experience for the Jolteon. I do think we are going to get to see... Nope, that isn't Burn Tower Strength check. Rough done with Morty is now going for Cyanwood, where Rough hasn't been so far. Still not doing Kimono Girls. Looks like we are going to see Blue. Nope, not Blue. Is this... Wait. Wasn't Nate at Victory Road already? Why is Nate going for E4 right now? I mean, okay, that's 2 checks. In theory, there's only one we have access. Well, no, there's only one we have access to. Or do we? Do not have Clear Bell. Huh. Well, I mean, Nate's other options are not that much better. There's still Brock, which I would say should have probably been done before. There's Route 4. There's Blue, which is debatable. Maybe Nate wants to have the experience here on Jolteon. I cannot imagine he's just going here for shopping. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I have to be so fair. Nate's 2 out of 3 seats for Nate in this tournament have been E4 required. I personally won one tournament race against Nate because of a slightly earlier E4 play. So if there is someone earned by the E4 in this tournament, it's BadNewsNate. And looks like Raph is on the way over to the Red Scale turn and will be getting Waterfall. And this will make this definitely a bit closer if E4 turns out to not be required. Because there will be a radio card and a volcano badge soon for Nate, for Raph. Rev has done some things already in Kanto, so it's not too much he needs to catch up on. So it all depends on what is Rev doing after he gets radio card and West Kanto access. There are the quick checks, and there's still a decent chunk of what Rev has to do in terms of quick checks. All the way over to Victory Road and stuff. So it definitely depends a bit on what checks Rev does do after the quick checks run out. So there should be a radio card incoming for Rev here. Nope, that's a bicycle. Sorry. The double bicycle power to go with the radio card and the volcano badge. There's the radio card. And there's a volcano badge. So in theory, both runners have the same amount of progression. Only Nate has done quite a decent chunk more checks. But Rev technically still needs to wake up the Snorlax here and then head over to head over somewhere in West Kanto so that he has all the flying points he needs. So Rev definitely still has a chance in here in this, but he needs to do stuff that Nate hasn't done yet and has to hope that E4 isn't required. And Nate is already on dance, so the E4 time is already used up for the most part. But for example, Brock and Route 4 is definitely something that Rev can go for here very soon, and could be an equalizer. And if nothing else, this E4 play gave Jolteon some nice levels to get up and be a decent main, which it could have been struggling a bit on without it. Yeah, Rev going for the victory road. And Nate is done with Lance. So this is somewhat close with Ref finishing up Victory Road. Nate will be maybe slightly faster as Ref has still to do Route 26, I believe. Or 27. 26. And E4 is not required yet. Oh, and Nate going for the second check. Yep, and that's what I thought. And now going for Claire. So this also will not bring Nate closer to the win. And Ref is done with the fast checks, and this is pewter. So Ref is going for a check that Nate has not done yet. This could be the point where the game flips around drastically. If it is progression on Brock here, Ref would actually be in the lead. And Brock was not required. And Ref is not going for Route 4. This is important. Route 4 would have been another check that Nate has not done yet. If Ref is going for Blaine, which is looking like Nate has done that. That won't be progression. Nate hasn't done blue though. So let's see how Ref will deal with this. Golduck at the end, still running on the Typhlosion, should have definitely less of a problem. Psybeam not the best, but gets the double hit, that's important. So, Nate still needs to get to those 2 item checks in Dragon's Den. Rev is almost done with Blaine, so is then free to do another thing. If Rev heads straight to blue, that's another chance for Rev to get in the lead. But note that does look like Surge, which Nate has done, and at that point Nate would be pulling ahead again, in theory. Because Nate will definitely be quicker to do those 2 item checks here, as Rev can get to Surge and do the fight. So now it's Nate's chance again to pull ahead. And that is Kimono Girls by Nate? Yes, it is. Oh boy. If there is a clear bell here, that has to be a bad feeling. Yeah, Glacier Badge also would not be that great. And Ruff done with Search. Let's see what Ruff decides to do next, and that is a boat check. So, 2 checks we have not seen yet on either side of the screen. If someone is right with his choice right now, that could be a huge advantage. So, Nate is done with his check. Let's see. Kimono Girls do have Stardust. You can sell that in the mart for, I believe, 1,000 Pokédollars, but it does not help you win this race. And that's going to be blue. Again, a check we didn't see. So, another chance for Nate. Nearing the end of the boat quest, we get a secret potion. That is progression. We do now can fight Jasmine on Raf's side. That opens up 2 more checks, and funnily enough, we kinda are in Olivine already. Nate done with blue. 4 and smoke ball. Yep, that definitely was not worth it. And Nate probably going to do Brock into Route 4. We know Brock isn't anything. Route 4, though, is still unchecked and could be required. So this is now currently anyone's race to win. Ref has made it all the way up the lighthouse, ropes out, and is going to fight Jasmine for 2 items. And we get TM42 and an Ultra Ball. So both was absolutely not required, and the secret potion was a complete waste of time. And Ref going to go for kimono goals, which won't be anything. So Nate again in a very, very good position here, as he is most likely to go for Route 4. And I have to think hard, but does have Nate anything else left at this point? A boat, right. But you're not going to do that when you're here. And is there anything else that we haven't seen? Because if not, then surely Nate is ahead at the moment. And I don't think there is anything that can happen that would prevent Nate to get first to red. So at this point, the only thing, or the only way I see Ref get to red first is the next thing we finding that opens stuff up has another item that opens up stuff early, and the marsh badge is behind that. And Nate is going to full clear wherever that first location, or whatever that first location is that opens up, and Rev decides this has been so bad, I need to do a gamble, I need to do a big play, and leaves after said other placed opening item. And we do have Glacier Badge on Route 4, so... Oh, this is actually interesting, because Nate is going for World Islands, but there's also the 3 items in Dragon's Den yet now. So there there is a chance that Ref can make up time here. And with Claire already finished and the Dragon's Den practically open, debatable if you go for the 3 items in Dragon's Den or the 6 items in Will Island first. It's 7 or 8 here in World Islands, I'm not fully remembering. It is not as much as you might think. There's also that Route 27 item. Oh, there's the mystery egg in Well Islands. So, a fetch quest to get 5 more marsh badges, potentially. And that's the Glacier badge for Rev. There's a decision to be made. And it's going to be well. And Well Island just has that mystery egg that surely Nate is going to turn in right now. Buying escape ropes first? 1 or 2? For Dragon's Den? Oh, buying 11 as fast as buying 2. And yep, going for Dragon's Den, not turning in the egg. So again, there is a chance. Okay. First item here remaining in Dragon's Den. Is a TM. Rough done with World Islands. Second item in Dragon's Den coming up. And is the clear bell. As Ruff is going for the Dragon's Den too. Oh. Last item is the Marsh Badge though, so if you would have taken the clear bell bait and gambled big here, you would have lost. But that is go mode for BadNewsNate. Now just one phone call, one talk to Professor Oak, and one rat fight away from the win. So as for mains, we do have a Jolteon on the 8 side versus a Typhlosion. Jolteon was the Snorlax. Typhlosion was an Vermilion Harbor Quilava Pokemon, so there is some more stat XP on the Typhlosion comparison. But Nate has D4 done, so has some levels on there. But coverage again is not the greatest for Nate, does not have a Thunder move, so if there are a lot of water type Pokemon on Red, that could be a potential point of struggle. The moveset on the Typhlosion with Fire Punch, Earthquake, and Surf. And I'm not sure what Spore was taught over. Seems a bit more balanced potentially. Okay, then Tri-Attack still remains. But Nate has made it to red. Jolteon is fast. Jolteon is a very strong special attacker. And the Beedrill is not really scary. And especially not if it tries to use Sand Attack when you guard Spect. Well, it tries to use Egg Bomb, and Jolteon definitely does not have the best defense. That's a crit. Ouch. Raph is on the way to Mount Silver. And okay, goes for the setup again. Sets up a next defend. Here comes the Sand Attacks. This time trying a bit more to Sand Attack. The setup is coming together. Yeah, it looks like the Sand Attack lock is in. Gets the Fire Punch. Nate is set up as Raph is on the way to red. Typhlosion, we have Surf. Girafarig should be going down. Dark Trio, Surf. We cannot speed that. There are 2x speed set up. Jolteon is fast to begin with. 2 more here. Earth Ring. Should go down. Yes, does go down. And Dragonite, there is an Ice Beam waiting for that. And that is G for Nate. Does finish this race in first place with an official time of 2 hours, 39 minutes and 27 seconds. GG. Strap is just done with. Did not set up an X-Spec, so got Sand attacked. Oh no. Yeah, unfortunate. But yeah, Astraf is still struggling here in the red fight a bit. We do have our winner here for an interview. GG's, Nate.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ryan.
This was a nail biter at the end there. I mean, if you watch it back, you were ahead for the race for about 2 hours and 4 minutes.
Oh wow, I had no idea I was that far ahead.
And then you decided to do E4
So
with only one check behind.
So I'll explain that really quickly. So the checks that I had left were not really good checks. They were all one-offs. So I just decided to say, you know what? Let's just do E4 and see what happens. I was hoping that, Clearbell was behind Professor Elm. So that way I can just send Tin Tower and try to get my checks there. So that was kind of like what I was thinking. Because I knew I had Rainbow Wing. And I knew if I did E4, it was going to be a Hail Mary play. It was either going to win me the race or it's going to lose me the race. So that was kind of what I was just thinking right there.
Yeah, and it well could have had it lost you the race because, basically what you did was running this ROM very, very cleanly from the get-go. Just going with the Arcanine at the beginning, and then switching over to the Quilava almost immediately when you had the chance. And I would assume having completed Fly at 7 minutes 30 definitely does speed up things.
Yeah, having both Storm Badge and Fly very early were definitely a thing.
Yeah. Raph did run into a Dragonite on the first run through 29 and did go back to try and get it, and did take a bit up there to get to it. So there was already from the start that bit of a difference, and then there was that Clefairy, that level 9 in the Farmers Gym, that had Ice Beam.
Oh, yeah, that's really gonna slow things down if you're running a Dragonite.
That also didn't help, as Raph has managed to finish out with an official time of 2 hours, 42 minutes, and 25 seconds.
GG, Raph. Wow, it was less than 3 minutes between both of us. That's insane.
Yeah, which really, with how this went, and with, I would say you were at least 10 minutes ahead for, I say, 80% of the race.
I didn't know I was doing that well, but regardless, I mean, I was just trying to play the way I usually would in a ROM. But regardless, though, GG's to Raph. It was a great race.
Yeah, tried my best.
Yeah, the big the other difference aside from the start, which I mentioned, getting the Dragonite and then that getting Ice Beamed on the level 9 Clefairy, that kind of made up the first bit of difference. The second one is, Nate, you were a bit more aggressive. You did skip out on one check here, one check there, most notably False Director and Softs and Girls, which Rev both did, and
I did
pay off.
I did like every single check in the game except Tin Tower, because I found the Marsh Badge right after, and E4 and Blow. That's it. Everything else was completed.
Yeah. So if you must know, Raph, I did E4. So.
Oh my god!
Which was the big point that made up the most of the advantage that Nate had.
Yeah.
At that point, there were still few checks that Nate didn't do. Most notably, Brock and Route 4 were open. I believe Blue was open, and
well, Route 4 was required, so he did Route 4.
Yeah, Route 4 was required. That had Glacier Badge.
That's where he passed ahead of me. He got that probably like 3 minutes ahead of me, which is the last 3 minutes.
The interesting point, though, is, Rev, you were the first to beat Brock. If you went from Brock to Route 4, you would have most likely won.
Yeah, I had so many checks possible. Like I had Brock, I had I still had Morty, I think, at that point, plus Kimono Girls and Surge, and I was like, oh god.
Yeah, there were a few things. Kimono Girls, you both did very, very late. So the boat was there, which, Rev, unfortunately did cost you time.
I did do the boat, indeed. I did like everything.
Yeah. Getting the
just
secret
bad.
potions out of it, so then going for Jasmine, which was understandable, that leading to nothing, was certainly a bad moment, or not helping you there, but yeah.
Nate, did you do Rocket Hideout? I'm curious.
I did.
Okay,
We
I was
both
kind
did.
of nervous because I was like, dude, there's nothing there.
Yeah, the only thing that was there was Red Scale, and I think Red Scale had
What's
8 or
required?
7.
Yeah.
So Rocket
was
Hideout was
waterfall.
indeed required.
Yeah.
The important thing there is you both did a similar route for most part of the early game, or for at least I would say the first 60%. The only big difference is Nate immediately turned in the red scale, so had waterfall from the get-go.
But
And
waterfall
then
was not that
once,
useful.
yeah, but once you got to that rising badge, Nate could immediately cash in on that yeah, on the waterfall, get the radio card, and was just so much more efficient with that. And Raf, you still went around hunting for that waterfall, not really getting ahead or getting anywhere ahead.
I'm surprised
Really,
that he
so
was that fast running the Arcanine the whole way, because I did main switch to a
yeah,
Typhlosion.
no, he ran the Arcanine for the first part, no, but you both skipped Azalea, pretty much rushed for Kanto,
Yumi.
which Nate immediately went, or almost immediately got the pass. Even skipped quite a bit of Goldenrod. So yeah, went over to get that Quilava in Vermilion Harbor very, very early, and ran that for most of the time until the Snorlax.
So we did run both the same thing. Both we did both run the Arcanine for a while. The Typhlosion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
It was the first thing that Nate saw and didn't look any further. You had the option of the Rapidash
Yeah.
too, but yeah, understandably turning it down.
As soon
Typhlosion
as
is
I
just
saw the
very
Quilava,
solid.
yeah.
Yeah. And yeah. Then Nate, with having that early access to the Snorlax and seeing Ice Beam on the
The Jolteon.
Jolteon, yeah.
I considered it, but
wanting
I
to
was
switch
too
that in.
committed to the Typhlo.
Yeah.
At that
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, at that point, I wanted to stick with the Typhlosion, but I could not pass up on an opportunity on a Jolteon, which outspeeds quite a bit of Pokemon, and
Yeah.
it was easy setup on Red as well, because only 1x speed basically outspeeds a vast majority of Red's Pokemon.
Yeah, I would have said that's the somewhat unluckiness of turning Red Scale so late. I didn't have access to the Snorlax early, so you probably saved some tons there on me.
Yeah, for the most part.
And it probably in the end the E4 play also didn't really hurt so much, since the Jolteon got some nice levels out of it, which could definitely work with.
Yeah, it got some pretty good levels, but it kind of struggled a little bit along the way.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I still got it done pretty quickly, but it was just a matter of, trying to get the required checks necessary to be in go mode.
Yep.
But yeah, that really was an interesting race in the end. Yeah, that E4 play definitely made things not interesting in the end again. So yeah, was a great race. Nate, do you really teach Thunder the next time you get a Thunder TM?
Yes, I will definitely teach it next time. I mean, it helped me out through a good portion of my fights. But my only problem with the Jolteon was that I had no water coverage. I guess my only water coverage was strength there. But unfortunately, I could not find a special move that covers water. So that's why I kind of struggled with the Jolteon towards the end there. But
yeah.
at least we got the job done. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, I was just mentioning it because there were quite a few Thunder misses you had throughout the ROM on your Typhlosion.
Yeah, which was unfortunate.
That was sometimes, yeah.
I mean, I would rather at least have my perfect special coverage, that being both with Icy Wind and Thunder, as opposed to not having my perfect coverage. So that's kind of the reason why I taught both Thunder and Icy Wind to the Typhlosion, just so that way I have my perfect coverage right then and there.
Yeah. Well, I went for perfect coverage dual on the Typhlosion though.
Yeah. And did your Typhlosion still have Earthquake on it, if I may ask?
Not at the end, not for red, but until the Marsh badge, so until the very last check, yes.
Ah, okay.
I
Gotcha.
had Tri Attack, Surf, Earthquake, and Psybeam.
Yeah, I taught it Psybeam on level up, but I figured to myself, Psybeam's not going to help me against Execute, Executor, and Celebi, so I figured I would just teach Icy Wind instead.
Yeah, there
well.
was a bit difference. Rev did teach the Shadow Ball TM at some point.
Yeah, I was going more physical because apparently I was doing more damage physically, which I thought was weird, but I know like Typhlosion is more physical, but I was kind of surprised still. Because I thought my attack was really bad for the early game. Apparently it was not, because I still got like 12 attack, I believe.
Yeah, which is still pretty good.
Yeah.
And Nate, I'm not sure, but I don't think you got that Shadow Ball TM, or did you?
I may have, but I didn't even
No.
bother to check my TM inventory. I probably did.
He
but
didn't.
I'm
It
not
was
sure.
Softhanger. He didn't. It was given by Softhanger.
That's what.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
thought.
didn't do
So,
Soft
yeah.
Sand Girl, so yeah.
That was the big difference in that moveset options there. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Nate, that means you have managed to move one round further.
I'm gonna be honest, I was not expecting to go this far.
I mean, yeah, it's the perks of playing full item rando. You never know what's happening.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it.
Sure.
But just learning from other community members, just it really helps out so much. So I'm grateful for that.
So we will see you again, Ref. For you, the tournament has ended here. How was your tournament experience? Did you enjoy the races you had, or?
It's really good. Yeah, I really enjoyed. I don't know about the very first part, honestly. I still talk to Snowbear about it. I think it's a lot of how to say, like it's too dual just to make sure that you pass through and you don't get an edge for finishing first. So I think there's some work that can be done there. But overall, I think it's just really good. I'm glad to see the different talent or people that usually play on their own side, and you learn new strats from them and they learn new strats from you, and it just improved that way. The one positive thing as well is thank you, Nate, because that way now I will be able to focus a little bit more on Crazy Chaos, because that is what I did submit to GDQ and not tournament settings.
Oh yeah, that is right. You did submit that to Games Done Quick, so
Yeah.
I'm hoping
it might not
that...
get accepted, but I still want to practice it.
Oh yeah, if it does get accepted, I wish you good luck on that. I really hope that it does get in.
And if it does get in, I'm gonna use this opportunity because this is probably the last time I'm going to be shown on SpeedGaming. If anyone in the Crystal community want to help me to make the best out of a showcase for GDQ, so want to help me practice, want to give me stress, want to give me ideas and stuff, even though you don't necessarily have the Crazy Chaos aspect, feel free to DM me on Discord. I will take all the help, because the only reason why I submitted to GDQ is to be able to show more people what full item rando potential is. Anyone want to add anything?
I think I've basically said everything that I've had to say, except I'm gonna focus on the next round and just keep doing what I keep doing. And yeah, I hope you guys, not just here on SpeedGaming, but for everybody else that watches this as well, I hope you all have been enjoying the tournament. So if anybody wants to stay tuned for future tournament updates, just stay tuned to SpeedGaming and other SpeedGaming channels.
Yeah, I also do not have anything else that I really need to ask. As I just can say, Nate, for your next match, I think your opponent already is known, as it is probably Glacial, if I can break it correctly.
Yeah, because I wanted to talk to Snowbear about the possibility of a 1v1, but that got ruined, so I have to face Glacial. But I look forward to my next match. That's the most important thing.
Definitely. Best of luck on that. yeah, I think we can get towards the end here. I have put the links to the Twitch streams of the runners in the chat, so if you want to follow them, you can definitely find it there. Definitely a good idea to do, especially as Rev mentioned, with that potential GDQ acceptance that could come. There might be training, and that might be nice to watch. So you would know where to find it. But yeah, as for other matches of this tournament, if I can just find them, there was another match happening in on SpeedGaming 2, which probably has been done too already, but you never know. There will be one more match later tonight at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Woogie versus Otley here on this very channel on SpeedGaming, commentated by Nate's next opponent. So yeah, might be something to tune in. Also, 2 more races tomorrow again at 2 p.m. Eastern and 7:30 p.m. Eastern, respectively. So yeah, more races, or even after that, more races to come. So if you want to see more of this tournament, you certainly can. Just stay tuned to the SpeedGaming channels. But yeah, that's all from myself here. Again, GG's to both runners. Thanks we could show this really interesting race that it got to in the end. And yeah, hope you all enjoyed it, and see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for watching, everyone. See ya.